So I'm just going to do another bookshelf tour. I am trying to get rid of quite a few of my books because really I've got too many. I haven't a clue what is on this shelf because I just threw them on here the other day. They'd been in a pile on the floor. Well, I've always had things on shelves, but I have sort of moved or had to remove things. So anyway, let's start with, this is my lovely English literature that was given to me by my best friend. I'm so pleased with this. I shall really enjoy reading and studying that, but I won't be giving that away. So what we got here, we've got Oh Holy Night, and that's just some nice Christmassy stuff. Gorgeous little cover there. You don't need to, I haven't got time to go. So that one is Carl Rogers on Becoming a Person. That had a bit of an accident, but I had to read that when I was doing some psychology stuff. I must confess, reading the actual original texts of these old, what do you call psychologists, back in the day. I kind of prefer modern researchy stuff, but fair enough. I love the, person-centered is awesome. This is another, it's quite like Marx and Marxism, I love, well, this is very old. I've had this since the 1990s, Marx and Marxism. That's, just like a little bit, I like to understand all the political and economic theory, what we got here. Oh yeah, I'm going to get rid of this one. That's like an Isles of Scilly novel. And there's another one, Hell Bay, set in the Isles of Scilly. That one's called The Blue, what is it called? The Blue Cloak. Yeah, I started reading it and I wasn't too fussed by the quality of the writing, I must confess. This one I've never read, but I should have in the 1990s. It might have saved one of my major relationships before it went to seed. The Nature's Favourite Poems, that's really nice. I think I've got a version of the animal one. What's this one? Birds of Cornwall and the Isles of Scilly. That's beautiful. I'm going to take that with me on a walk. Went on a lovely walk this week. It was run by a nature wildlife expert actually, and it took us to a nature reserve near in far west Cornwall, somewhere. It was nice. Out of My Hand. Now that's interesting. That would have been a lovely book. My mum, bless her, would have bought in the night. And I mean, obviously, it's to do with spiritual healing and things. I mean, I've done Reiki and I've done sort of stuff like that, and I have a lot of, should we say, I love that sort of thing. I haven't done it for years, but bless my mum, she wasn't into too many things, but she she probably, perhaps he was on the radio. My life and work as a healer. I mean, people can be, eek, what am I doing? People can, get in there. People can be cynical about things like that, but actually anything where there's a good intention is important. This one, The Call, Orion Mountain Dreamer, never read it, probably felt, impelled, compelled to buy that one at some point. I won't do this whole shelf. I'll just stop in a few minutes because it'll be a bit long otherwise and boring. Middlemarch, look, we've got York Notes. Now I need to read those. I would have bought that second hand because after I read Middlemarch, I desperately felt I wanted to discuss it and talk about it and everything, and I had no one to do that with, so I would have bought this afterwards. Haven't read it. I'm going to actually revisit Middlemarch, but I'm not going to go to my York Notes beforehand. I want to kind of approach it as fresh as possible again. This is, The Heart of Enlightenment, Anthony de Mello. Love Anthony de Mello. He's got this awesome other book called Awareness. I recommend everyone buying that. It's just so good. It really puts life and everything in perspective. I think I've read this, but a lot of years ago. From Fear to Serenity. Oh gosh, that's beautiful. I bought that myself. I ordered that a few years ago. Looked at it online. I thought, wow, Anthony de Mello has written From Fear to Serenity. I live with a lot of fear. It's just part of my own natural way of being and anxiety. How to Know God. Oh God, I'm going to get rid of this. I tell you what, I don't personally want to. I mean, he's a celebrity. He's highly rich. Yes, he's influential. He's highly successful. Really, I don't want to be supporting his books. I know he's probably very good. I mean, there's another one along here. Look, Deepak Chopra, Journey into Healing. But I don't know. As soon as people start getting celebrity or their offspring start becoming, sort of socialites, I'm not saying his is, don't get me wrong, but I'm not interested to read their stuff. For example, this one, now I never can pronounce this person's name, Thich Nhat Hanh. I always used to say this, that, and that, Thich Nhat Hanh. Anyway, Transformation Healing, awesome. I read this in the 1990s, and it's the Sutra on the 4 Establishments of Mindfulness. Absolutely wonderful. Now, that is one book of spiritual and sort of dimension and sort of healing-y stuff that I am into. I shall keep that, but I will be getting rid of Deepak Chopra. Getting things done. Do you know, I've got a funny feeling some friend gave that to me. It's a bit grubby. It must be somebody giving it to me to try and sort of make me get things done in my life. There's even like a little thing in there. Unless, of course, I bought it second hand, but I can't have, surely. Ooh. Anyway, that one. So here we are. I read this in the 90s, Chakras, Yogas and Consciousness. This was another one like Werner Bonn, Balancing Your Life. Perhaps, you know, I'll revisit these books at some point. I'm going to stop now. So this one is 100% Happier. Isn't it weird? I've got these books. I don't know where I got them from. You know, maybe I heard somebody talking about them on the internet and then I thought, oh, I'll buy that or get a second-hand copy. Anyway, I could, 10% happier. Oh, that's better. It's okay, we can all make ourselves 10% happier. Now that's doable. I thought it read 100%. Okay, I'm going to stop now. And then I'll just carry on in the next video. Thank you very much for watching.